Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. Today I'm showing you a fluffy cuddle blanket, so a really cool baby project. So if you want to see how you can make it, stay tuned. So here is what we need. First off, a 3.5mm needle. Then we need any wool in pink, then also one in a nice red color and one in brown. Okay, so let's start with the head section. So first, red wool. Six chains. Go through the last stitch and pull through. So we get this little loop, and now into each of the chains I'll do 2 single crochets so that I can double the number of stitches for my next row. And now we will do the same but in every second stitch. So now one stitch gets 1 single and the next one gets 2. And we go like that till the very end of the round. Now we will add in every third. And now we have 24 stitches. We will add into every fourth, one in this row, and afterwards into every fifth stitch. So then we will have 36 stitches, and we will repeat that once again with every stitch with additions to get 42 stitches total. So see you after a couple of rows. Okay, so row 7 is done. I have 42 stitches total. So the next 3 rows I'll do without additions. So one single is going to go into each existing single. Okay, and now you should have something like this. So now I'll do lessenings or reductions. So the exact opposite of what I did a moment ago, which means that I'll do 1 stitch less in every 6th stitch throughout the whole row or round. And then I'll show you what I have when I'm done with that first step. Okay, now I have 36 stitches, so now I do 1 row with nothing changed, and then in the following row I'll again lessen by every 5th stitch. So each 5th stitch we lessen. And again, when you're done with this, you'll do 1 regular row. So let's continue. Now we're lessening by each 4th stitch. Four is here, so again do that throughout the whole row, then do another regular row, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. So now we can continue, and now let's reduce by every third stitch. And then again do a regular row, and then I'll show you what I have. And then we will stuff or fill our head section, and then we will continue with the project. Okay, now pull the thread out a bit and open this up and stuff with anything of your choice. Cotton wool can work as well, or pretty much any filling material you have or want to use. Okay, when you're satisfied with the size and shape and firmness, of course, we can close up our head. So let's lessen or reduce by every second stitch now. And then, as you may expect, another regular row, and then we will completely close the whole thing up. And then when we're done, you see that the opening here, we can completely close up now because it's tiny. When you cut the thread off, you can make sure that it's a bit longer than what you would usually leave so that you can connect it easily with the blanket section, so the following section we're gonna do. Before I do that, I prepped my ears that I did separately, and I wanna connect those first. The face as well. I could do another video on how to show you that if you're interested. So anyway, I'll be right back. Here is my finished head. So you see the ears and the face with some eyes and the nose that I did directly on the head itself. And now we are missing just the bottom section, so the blanket section. So let's do that. So let's start with 5 chains. Go through the last one and pull the thread through. Again, we get a little circle or loop, and then we can do 3 chains. And now here into the circle, we do 10 trebles. So yarn over the needle, through, pull the thread through just the 2 loops, the 2 first ones. And then once again through the leftover 2. And that's a treble. Then we need a total of 10 of those. And now that we did this, we can close the round up with a slip stitch. Here, take care that you don't go in the 3 chains, but count those, and then go through there in the first treble. There we go. And now we have our 10 stitches, and now we will double the number of them by doing 2 trebles into each of the existing trebles. So we are again doubling. Also, you always start with 3 chains before you start the trebles. Second treble done. So now I'll again do the same, skip the 3 chains and connect the first and last treble with a slip stitch. So we now have 20 stitches and we will now again do an addition or a doubled treble into every second stitch. So first stitch gets 1 treble and the second one gets 2. So I'll get back to you when I get to the end. Okay, now close up with a slip stitch just like before. And then again, let's start with 3 chains and then we have 30 stitches total. So now we will do 1 regular row, so just 1 treble per each existing one. Close it up again, start again with 3 chains, and now again we do a row with additions. So each third treble gets 2 trebles instead of 1, and then you would again do 1 regular row and 1 with additions. And just keep going that way until you reach your desired size or till you're out of your wool. So in my case, I think I'll do 16 more rows. So 8 rows with additions and in between each of those 1 or total of 8 regular ones. So we're gonna do an addition into every 4th, then afterwards into every 5th and 6th treble or stitch. So when I get to 80 stitches total, I'll get back to you. Okay, so now this is what I have after 80 stitches, the size that I have. Now I'll do again 3 chains and we're starting a new row. And I'm doing additions in every 8th stitch, so each 8th stitch gets 2 trebles instead of 1. And when I get to the end, I'm going to switch colors, so instead of continuing to do it in red, I'll do a color change to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, last treble, and now I'll do my color change here. So first 2 loops we do in red, and the following 2 we will do in pink. Pull the thread through. You can help yourself by holding the back end of the thread with your fingers for now, and close up with a slip stitch. So we are now done with our red section, and we will continue here with our lovely baby pink shade. So here we will do 1 single crochet per each existing stitch. Through and continue till you get to the end. Again, 3 chains here. And in each of these stitches we do 1 treble, so a total of 19. Close it up, do again 3 chains. And now every 9th stitch gets an addition so that we get a total of 100 stitches in our round. Close up with a slip stitch, and then we're done. We have our 100 stitches, and we can again do 3 chains and 1 row without additions. So just 1 stitch per each existing stitch. That's going to secure it a little bit there, and then I can get to the very last step and show you how you can connect the head and the blanket section. So the first thing that we did with this last section we just finished. So now pull the thread through the middle and connect. So this is what we have. I hope you like what it looks like, and I hope you're satisfied with the result. I'm definitely very satisfied. Also, I did these little hearts here as decoration, and I did this on the back as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to let me know in the comment section what you think. You can also shoot us a thumbs up if you would like to see more. You can even subscribe to our channel and that way stay updated every time we post something new. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in our next video. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye!